I'm working on a low-budget 16-inch Craftsman chainsaw. The problem is it'll start and run, but when you try to cut it, it dies. This video will pertain to other brands like Poulan and Husqvarna as well. A common problem that I run across that usually causes this is either the fuel lines or the carburetor. My normal fix is to rebuild the carburetor, replace the fuel lines, filter, and the primer pump. First, we need to remove the starter and the top cover. A flathead screwdriver will work just fine on this one. Behind the filter, remove the two number 8 nuts. You may have to jiggle it a little bit to remove the breather cover. With the cover off, we've exposed some of the hoses, and a visual inspection finds the problem. A fuel line was replaced some time ago with the old fuel hose still on the nozzle and is barely hanging on. A more common problem would be a broken fuel line in the fuel tank. Now, to get the carburetor off, remove this other fuel line. Leave the choke rod attached and rotate it up out of its slot. Slide and jiggle the carburetor back off of the studs while squeezing the trigger. Now tilt the carburetor up sideways and remove it off of the throttle rod Z-bend. Remove the 2 screws that mount the primer bulb. Take it out along with the rest of the remaining hoses. This is a genuine Walbro carburetor. Rebuild it. The results you'll get are far better than you'll get with the cheap knockoffs you buy for a few bucks. So let's clean it up and put some new gaskets inside. To disassemble it, start with taking the 4 screws out of the bottom and remove the diaphragm. Peel off the gaskets and throw them off to the side. Remove the Phillips head screw that holds down the rod and the needle assembly. You don't have to take it all the way out, just loosen it up. These are the parts that should come out, minus the screen you see sitting there. On the other side, there's one larger screw that mounts the cover. Remove the cover, peel off the gaskets, and throw them off to the side. You can see that the screen has caught a little bit of dirt that's gotten through the fuel line. Carefully remove the screen. We're going to reuse it. I'm using Berryman's Chem Dip to clean the carburetor. Spray can cleaners can be used as well. I'm soaking all the parts for about 20 minutes, taking them out and rinsing them off with some soapy water. Use compressed air to lightly blow through the little holes and dry off the main body. You can use a drill bit to roll over the screen and flatten her out. Place the screen back into its original hole, and with the top end of a drill bit, slightly smaller than the hole itself, push the screen down into place to seat it. Should end up with a nice tight fit. Match up your gaskets and mount them on the cover in the order that you see here. You can use your old gaskets as a reference. Mount the carburetor onto the cover. Install the 1 screw, and this side is finished. If you're using an OEM Walbro kit and no parts are damaged or bent, there's no need to adjust the needle valve. This is just a demonstration of how the needle will mount into the lever. Drop the needle down into its porthole. I'm using this pick to mount the rod, lever, and spring. When doing this, keep in mind how the lever and needle mount together. Notice the screw is already partially installed. Once you got everything together, tighten the screw down and ensure everything's working properly. Now install the new matching gasket and diaphragm in the order that you see here. Install the cover with the 4 screws, snug everything down, and we have a rebuilt carburetor. Now, before I put the carburetor on there, I want to get the rest of the fuel lines off of it, the one down the gas tank. I'm just going to snip that off there, and I'm going to take these and go inside and grab it and pull it on out. Here's the part numbers for the hoses I'm using. This is a Husqvarna. This is the small hose, and this is the larger hose. These will fit just about any of these little chainsaws like this that's out there, and they're real good hoses. They won't melt in the tank. So the first thing I want to do is use the smaller hose, and I'm going to run this down through this hole and bring it out the other end. Okay, I got it through there. Now I want to take my new fuel filter and attach it to this end right here. Now that I've got it attached, I want to pull it through, and I want it to lay right about there. So then I'm going to mark up here where it comes out of the top with a pin. And then right here where I've marked it at, I'll cut it off. And I'm going to pull it back out. Okay, now I want to take my larger hose and I want to snip me a little angle on it. Sort of like that. And run it down through there, pull this one through. See if I can get a hold of it. Okay, it's not going to be easy getting that through there, especially if you don't have some long needle nose or hemostats like this. You'll have to get you some. I've got it pulled through. So next, you've probably seen one of these things in there. So we're going to snip off the end where we put the angle on it. Get us a nice clean cut there. We're going to push that onto this side of the hose. And then our filter is going to go on this side of the hose. The smaller hose is going to allow it to flop around inside there. Now we're going to pull our hose all the way through till it stops right here. Okay, I got her up there. Installing a return hose on this saw can be rather difficult. You can't get to it from the inside of the tank, so it has to be pushed through from the top. Make sure it protrudes about 1/4 of an inch into the tank. Install the remaining length of the tube from your kit to the bottom connector of the carburetor. Then install the carburetor on the studs. Don't install the breather cover or the nuts at this time. After you get it installed, plug the fuel line from the tank to the top connector on the carburetor. The fuel line to the primer bulb lays across the very top of the fuel tank under the wires and the linkage. Cut the 2 lines to length like you see here, attaching the lower carb hose to the short connector and the return to the tank hose to the long one. Screw down the primer bulb. Install the breather cover. Tighten down the carburetor with the 2 nuts. Give it a new spark plug and air filter. Install the side and top cover, and you're ready to cut wood. Okay, I've already started this and adjusted the carburetor on it because it was really bad. So let me show you what I've came up with here. Turn it on first. Starts up. Sounds pretty good. I think we got ourselves another success story. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some good information out of it. Please hit that like and subscribe button on the way out and support my channel. I got a lot of videos up there and I got a lot more coming. Ring that notification bell and you'll get notified as soon as I put them up there. Remember to stay safe in the shop, always wear your safety glasses, and have fun. Thank you for watching.